be too strange for most to watch. And what happened over the weekend literally shows you that other things is happening in our atmospheres as we speak right now. This first video clip here that we're looking at was over Slidell, Louisiana. And notice something. Check out your screen right now. This footage was taken by Brian Wagner, literally over Slidell, and it's circulating on the news now. But all they can tell you, oh, it's just a funnel cloud. What are these circular objects that we're looking at here on the clouds? What is this that we're seeing? It's like some orange, halo-ish, like just weird to see these little hole-like objects sitting there right inside of the clouds. What the heck is going on? So what do you think that this could be? This is a potential like light show in the sky or some type of Operation Blue Beam. What is going on? I mean, they're testing out so much stuff right now. We don't even know what's going on. Next video clip literally is Delta. Delta had to get stopped for 3 hours because of the sighting of this. Literally was on the side of the freaking, plane where the tail part is at. Check it out.
Yeah, don't you see it? Wow.
Sounds like when they trying to pull it back. Oh my gosh. So why didn't you
Yeah, don't you see it? Wow.
Sounds like when they trying to
So what you're looking at here is a freaking swarm of bees. And there's been some really strange activity setting in over these last couple of days. There it is right there. 3 hours of delays because it was a huge gunk of them. It was even more of them than that. Now this next clip we're going to go into, you got to check this out because this has been in the last few days from Mr. MBB33 channel, where he goes in and he lets you listen to the clips. I said lets you listen to these clips of the animals just sounding really strange. And then we got something else leading up to that strangeness. But check this out, and what do you think is going on in the world? First though, we want to give you audio to that clip so you can hear exactly what's going on. Alright, so get ready to check it out.
An hour ago, came across your video and saw the birdies chirping. But this has started around midnight. I was on my couch on the night owl.
Hours. Here's another video by Donna out of Layton, Alabama. Apparently, this went on all night long.
Okay, so there was that all night strange activity in the sky. So something's led up to this, and we're going to look into it for you because we've noticed that 2 volcanoes has erupted literally in Latin America. Strangely, right after, oh, we need U.S. attention. Experts say we need urgent attention right away in Latin America for China's influence. Soon as they said that, little did we know in the last few days, like I was already monitoring this, we had 2 volcanoes go off. Remember they said this in Turkey, and then next thing you know, Turkey had an earthquake. So Colombia's had its own earthquake just recently. And are these normal earthquakes? Not just not earthquakes, excuse me, volcano eruptions. So let's go to a volcanic eruption. Literally it says it right here. And that's Colombia you're looking at. What else happened within just the same 2 days? Also Fuego, which is in basically Guatemala. Look at these volcanoes. Analyze that there and check it out. If you wanted to stop an enemy from having so much influence in the territory, and this also messes with our crops as well, so the crops will be affected by all this in the atmosphere. But look how many people is displaced. If you want to stop an enemy from having so much influence in the area, why not? Let's just go ahead and get these volcanoes to erupt. Maybe it's a tectonic weapon. What do you guys think in the comment section? Appreciate that $20 super chat. Now moving on forward here, this is the recent goings of what we're dealing with. But however, as we move from that, like that strangely happened, like I said, literally after the reports came out, what they're ready to do. So we want to go into this next clip though, where this big huge opening is basically a site in Ireland, and this site is based on a depiction of an ancient site. And when you look at it here, this is what it is, and it's basically depicted from this ancient, reptilian mythical creature that was called a sea monster that lived right in this area, reportedly. And so you can look at it right here. It's called the Wormhole, rectangular shaped pool at the bottom of the cliffs. It gets its name from Pais, which is a reptilian sea monster from Gaelic folklore. And we put out a video yesterday talking about what they've dropped over the atmosphere. We always talk about chemtrails, but we didn't talk about what was recently put out. And we talked about all of the different hybrid beings. Prince Charles, King Charles actually seems to be one of them. Obviously with Elizabeth, who's reportedly, allegedly gone now. So there's another video coming out though. And yeah, with the Pfizer CEO looking all weird with his neck and everything else. We've showed you clips of that. But there's another clip coming out now talking about how these hybrid beings are trying to control us and everything else. Now, I don't agree with the end part, what this dude says, but analyze and listen to what he says here. I'm going to give you audio on this clip so you can hear exactly what's going on. All right, here you go.
The reptilian empire, which is very large, and it consists of approximately 21 star systems in this part of the galaxy that they have taken over. And when they take over a planet, they usually turn the inhabitants into slaves. Not direct slaves, but indirect slave, because they want them to continue to be productive. And we were just going to be part of that empire.
Would you say that we are currently under the control of reptilians?
I think so. They control the media, they control the banks, they control the educational system, they control religion. What's left?
So what is the actual process towards awakening that humans can achieve? How do we kick our rulers aside and activate our own potential?
The main advantage that we have is our consciousness. According to an alien by the name of Kyla, who came here from the Procyon system, well, we have the ability to reach into the higher dimensions. The reptilians do not have that ability. That's why they try and keep us dumbed down.
Now this dude says based on some alien being. Now I don't know about all that, but I do believe in the consciousness that God gave us is why we awaken and arise to the occasion against all tyranny. But I'm not calling to some being in the universe who I don't know what this guy's talking about. But the reptilian obviously is demons that are sometimes in human form. And we talked about that in the last video, which is very exceptionally crazy that we all witness everything right now. They exist and they're here to take over the entire destiny of the world, but it's only us that submit to it that allow this to happen. And I appreciate the super chat from Margaret and Lloyd. The only way we move forward to get today is we start within ourselves to stop bowing. And every time something is supposed to be changed in the world, if good people sit back and do nothing, nothing changes, because we literally sit there and watch it happen. We literally sit there and just allow it. If somebody does something to you, sure, yeah, God is going to take vengeance, but at the end of the day, sometimes maybe you need to take things in your own hand and protect your own family, your own property, everything. I mean, that is the ancient way of life. He gave us this consciousness for a reason, and we got to use it for the right purpose. So I appreciate everybody. And then I put out a really big video that a lot of y'all probably missed yesterday, and it talked about the reptilian tankers and all this weird stuff and how they disperse gas. So it ain't just the military doing it. It's a bigger project at play. We'll have a lot more coming. Thank you all for tuning in.